Don't you feel like this? Like,
yeah,
it's as if like you're blocked doing this with drunk people. This is wild. No, really, like I just prefer to be on my own rather than be with toxic people.
but I think because of that, I didn't have like a very strong sense of self in like my early 20s. I think a lot of people underestimated me too, and like they thought like, oh, she's always this like quiet, shy girl.
We literally share our trauma online.
Exactly. Hi, my name is Evelyn.
And I'm Charlotte.
Today we're just gonna talk about how we met and to get to know each other better, and also for you guys to get to know us as people.
The thing is, like, we met online, but we have two different jobs, so I feel like without the internet, we wouldn't have met each other.
So my original username was normalized.acne, and I think that's how, like, a lot of my followers still know me as, because I used to post a lot about, like, my skin and my acne journey and talking about acne positivity, skin positivity, and just about loving yourself and kind of like breaking beauty norms. And I think that's what we probably like found common ground in. And there's so many of us honestly online that did this back in like 2021. Some of the OGs, maybe we can put some of them on the screen here for you to see. And a lot of us have like evolved from doing acne related content to like lifestyle, or some people have gone into wellness or like beauty. Acne was something temporary, was like something like a part of our lives, but it's not like who we are.
Yes. Have you ever had like people that inspired you in our community?
Moi?
These are questions that like were not prepared. I just like improvised.
Yeah, I had a lot of people that were inspiring me in the beginning. I remember, I think one of the first accounts that I saw of someone sharing their acne online was Liz. So she's an Australian creator, like Pretty Progress 23. Yeah, I think she was like one of the first people that I saw that shared her acne publicly and like without makeup or anything. Mm-hmm. And I remember feeling so positively about watching her stuff, and I was like, oh, maybe I should share my journey, because I never thought about it before, cause, like, you know, it's especially back in the day, it was like, what is acne positivity? Like, it didn't really exist.
And also like it's kind of bold to like show your true self. And so I also didn't really knew anyone back in the days like that were doing this. And then I stumbled across an account called it's Shiny, I think. And Pretty Progress as well. And I was like, oh, like they're sharing like their true real skin and stuff, and they're talking about it. And I was like, maybe I should do it too, like to share my own journey, and you know, even for myself, get a little bit of like self-confidence boost, because I needed this back in the days. I was like so self-conscious, I think.
Me too. Definitely. I think like sometimes it's the reason why we become creators in the first place is because we want to create something that we'd want to see like growing up, or we want to inspire other people who are feeling the way we do, and to like make people feel less alone.
Yeah, truly.
Where are you from, Charlotte?
I'm actually from France, but I'm working in Champagne most of the time.
It's so interesting because I didn't know that Champagne was a city.
Champagne is like a region in France, and this is basically where you make champagne. You can only make champagne in Champagne, France.
That makes sense. Cheers to long distance friendships. Actually, there's one point that we wanted to touch on, and it's like the whole skinfluencer culture, or like what's it called, skinfluencer community online, because we were talking about the fact that it can be very different. Like there's a lot of difference between creators sometimes, because like some of us like don't feel like influencers, but then there's like a stigma around like influencers.
What even is like an influencer?
What even is an influencer? Yeah.
To me, an influencer like influences other people's life for the better, but like on internet, the most famous influencers are, you know, people like just showing off stuff for like, in my opinion,
or selling things,
and like it doesn't really have an impact on others people's lives. I would say, like, you know, like she's gonna, like the person's gonna show like, I don't know, she just got a watch or something. It's not gonna change like your viewer's life, you know. But in the acne community, like we do share like personal stories, personal background, and I think that this can help a lot of people who are going through a lot, and therefore, like it influences positively on other people's life. And to me, like I don't see myself as like a real influencer, but like when I receive text or DMs from my followers telling me like, "Thank you for doing this," because like you're helping me go through like a very depressive a moment of my life or stuff like this. I kind of see myself as like influencing positively
Yeah,
people's life. What about you?
that's nice. I mean, I feel the same. So I think originally probably an influencer was like someone who did influence people's lives, or like that's the original meaning.
Yeah, back in the
But
days.
back in the
Yeah.
day, but right now it seems more like people have this idea of what an influencer looks like, even like
Yeah.
like it's someone who's like very conventionally attractive and maybe has like more money to like do a bunch of like traveling and talk about all these like products that they get for free, like PR and stuff like that. So I feel like it has like changed into like this negative word, but actually originally I like the meaning of it because it's like nice to know like, oh, you're actually influencing other people.
We literally share our trauma online.
Exactly.
Like literally.
Yeah,
And
exactly.
like it's
And like
very
the like the
different.
quote unquote like ugly parts of life that are not so like maybe like easy to share or like
Yeah.
easy to talk about.
Even
So
when I talk about my account to my family or some friends, because a lot of people don't know that I do this. They're kind of like, what? Like people are like caring about this stuff, and I'm like, and they actually do. Like, and they like some of them like need people to look up to online. Like on movies or like
definitely.
series and stuff. You don't see a lot of people with acne and
And
like
if
you
you
see
do,
them, but like they in a negative way.
yeah,
Like
they're usually like mocked or like comedic relief or something. It's
yeah,
like, oh, it's or the nerdy girl or something like that. It's like never like a positive or normal thing.
yeah. But the thing is, like in real life, like there are so many people with acne because like
It's really
literally
normal.
everyone is going through puberty. Like
Yeah.
so
Or even after puberty, I had acne all my
yeah.
20s, so like,
So yeah, it's a normal thing to do, and sadly, it's like still a thing that people get mocked on.
yeah,
And I think that's why I wanted to share my story because I wanted to kind of like help normalize this because this is normal.
I agree. That's definitely the core of the like message that I think both of us wanted to spread and like the whole community.
And I think that's why we kind of like became friends in the
Yeah.
first place because like we actually were doing the same thing and we're on the like we are not living in the same country but like this kind of shows you how like international the problem is, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like
Yeah. I mean, I also think we're not that different like around the world. I think most of us struggle with like the same type of things.
my voice is like
That's good.
becoming more and more husky
That's okay.
because I'll be
It's
like,
okay
oh,
to just admit you're a smoker, girl.
I don't even smoke.
She's French, so I mean, okay. I feel like it's a stereotype that like all French people smoke. Like, is that a real thing or
Most people in France do actually.
friendships? What do you think is the biggest difference between friendships in your 20s versus 30s? Because I feel like personally, when I was in my like early 20s, I had so many friends. Like, I had a 25th birthday party,
Yeah.
and I remember I had like all these people there. And I feel like I'm only maybe talking to like 3 of them now. Like a lot of them are acquaintances, but like I don't know. I feel like the older you get, the more picky you get with friends too, and then you realize I don't know, like a lot of people you grow apart from, but just like naturally, like not because
Yeah.
something happened, just because life. I don't know.
Yeah,
What do you think
true.
about it?
I agree. So I'm late 20s.
Late 20s and I'm early 30s.
I would say like I agree with you. Like the older you get, the more difficult sometimes it is to even see your friends because like like you guys have like different jobs and you are not free at the same times, or people get married or people have kids and stuff, and it's like trickier for them to like get free time. Like we grow apart, but that doesn't mean we don't like each other anymore.
Yeah.
You know, it's just life.
Exactly. That's what I think too. I think the reason why I have friendships who like that still survived longevity is because it's lower maintenance. Like, you know, like you know that even if you don't talk for a few weeks, you still have each other there, and like nobody gets like mad that the other person didn't say anything, or
Yeah.
and I've just learned to be like okay with it, because then that means that I can also take a few days and like sometimes not respond. And I don't know, I think that like that's what makes it last in a way.
I can not talk for like weeks slash month, but you know, for example, like I have a best friend who lives in London. We barely see each other because like she's living in another country. But like when we see each other, like it's like as if we talked every day, like
Yeah.
as if nothing has changed.
Yeah.
And that's wild to me. Like we literally went to another best friend's wedding together without seeing each other for like 7 years, and it
Oh
was
my
like
goodness, that's so
yeah,
long.
it was like yeah,
That's crazy.
as if like nothing changed and we were still, you know, the friends that we were when we were in high school. I think
Nice.
friendship can last a long time. She has her own life, I have my own life, and you know, but like if she's like she has a trouble or something, she knows that she can trust me
Yeah.
and like send me like a text or something. It goes both ways, you know.
I have like one friend from childhood that I still talk to and hang out with, but we also like don't see each other that often because she lives in Stockholm, like in the capital, and it's like 4 hours away. And I mean, she's like, she has her own life and I have my own life. So, but I think like when we do talk, it feels the same way, like you said, like it feels like no time has passed. And but it's kind of fun because like when a lot of time has passed as well, like you have a lot to catch up on. It's like, oh, this and this
Yeah.
and this happened, or like, you know, hopefully, right? Like a lot of things happen.
Yeah.
Yeah, but and it's like we still in a way we know that we're best friends or like best childhood friends, but it's just that we just don't talk every day. I think it's hard to talk to someone every day unless it's like
Yeah.
your partner, like
Yeah.
obviously. I remember just now this quote I think I saw after or during high school, where it was like, after you finish high school, you realize that you were only friends with certain people because you saw them every day in school.
Yeah. Don't you feel like this? Like
Yeah.
it's as if like you're blocked.
Or when you're not working in the same place or something,
Yeah.
then you realize like who actually will stick in your life and who you were just friends with because you saw them. Like
That's the thing. Like
it's
there's
interesting.
like an interesting thing for me because I see, you know, like in high school or like even middle school and stuff, you are literally forced to be with people you did not choose to be with.
Yeah, exactly.
In the same
you just
class.
fall into the same space
And
together.
so you just have to make friends. But sometimes, you know, like you realize they're not friends. They're just like your classmates, and that's okay.
Exactly, yeah.
And I feel like the more you grow up, the more like you can choose your own friends. You know what I mean? Like you're not forced to be
This is true.
in a class or something. You just like live your life, meet new people.
Yeah.
They become your friends and stuff.
Exactly. And I think it's so true what you said about like, yeah, in a classroom, like you didn't choose to be there. You just
Yeah.
like you have to go to school. So like
Yeah, literally people chose for you. And sometimes, you know, life happens and you're just like, maybe this is not the type of friend that I want in my life because like you also evolve in your own life and you have different, I don't know, opinion on certain things in life and you just, you know, want to change your friend group and stuff like that. That can happen as well.
Yeah. I mean, that I think that goes into a different topic, which is like friend breakups, which I've definitely had, and I feel like sometimes they can be like harder even than like romantic breakups.
Relationship, yeah. Do you want to talk about it?
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I think that's another reason why I have like less friends, because I like naturally grew apart from someone, or we just realized like, oh, we really don't agree on this thing. Either something that happened or like just like a value or an opinion about something that you're like, oh, actually, this is not me anymore. Sometimes it feels like you have to like break free from a friendship, especially if you're super close, I feel like.
Yeah.
It can be like, I don't know, sometimes they can be like toxic, like friendships, for sure.
For sure. I think I chose to break the friendship because, you know, when it's a friendship where people kind of like underestimate you or
yeah.
undervalue you, you're like,
Or like take you for granted.
this is not going to be my friendship no more. Like, don't underestimate your friends, you know? Sometimes like it's better to quit relationships.
You know, like when you're younger, you have maybe a certain set of beliefs about yourself or about the world, or like maybe you're not confident in something.
Yeah.
And then you have friendships back then, and then because you evolve and grow as a person, maybe they like still see you as who you were before. Like I've had that a lot, like where it's like a weird dynamic with my friends from back then, because like they don't know who I am today. And then maybe, let's say like I state an opinion, or like I'm more confident in myself, they like try to put me down, because they're like, they don't want me to be like, they don't want me to like be what's it called, like confident, or
Oh, that's so sad.
yeah,
Oh,
I think that's
gosh.
like probably a narcissistic trait, like of people to like want you to be like lower than them, so
Yeah,
that they can
red
be
flag.
so that they can be like the more confident and like supportive friend.
the
Like
group.
I've had that a lot.
Oh my gosh.
Because I thought of that when you said like underestimate, because I think a lot of people underestimated me too, and
Yeah.
like they thought like, oh, she's always this like quiet shy girl,
Yeah.
and who just like does whatever I want, basically. Because I used to be like a pushover before, like where like let's say I was with a friend and she wanted to do this thing, I would just be like, okay, we can do blah 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 blah, but I never said what I wanted to do,
Yeah.
and then I just went along with it, and then they never asked me, like that kind of thing.
Oh, that's actually very sad. I'm sorry.
I know, that sucks. It sucks, but I also, I mean, now I don't have friends like that anymore, so it was definitely like for the better with some of these breakups.
Yeah, of course. Like I said, in any friendships, the people are here supposedly to support you and uplift you, not pushing you to the ground and, you know, talk shit about you. That's like very wrong. And if it's happening, better be alone than be with these people. That's probably why I'm so lonely. I'm joking.
Me too.
But like, no, really, like I just prefer to be on my own rather than be with toxic people. I don't need that in my
Definitely.
life. I don't have the energy.
No, definitely. I mean, that's what I preach as well. It's like definitely better to be alone than with the wrong company, or like people who
Yeah.
make you feel bad about yourself, or like drain your energy. Like that's not like, it's not supposed to be like that. And also, you know that quote where it's like, the 5 closest people to you are a representation of who you are.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now that we talked about friends, we can talk about guys. Relationships in your 20s. What do you think about this?
I feel like in general, I was a very like late bloomer when it came to a relationship, because the first real like boyfriend or like romantic thing I had, I was 19. So that
Yeah.
was like, I think that's like late when you compare it with my friends, like people that I grew up with.
Yeah.
And because of that, I feel like I got like a late start to like, you know, my first kiss and like my first whatever, like first time I held hands with someone or like kissed someone. So sometimes I still feel like I'm 25 and like experiencing like new like things when it comes to romance. And honestly, I haven't had like that many relationships anyway in my 20s, because I feel like I was very confused in my 20s. So like I had one boyfriend that was like pretty serious, and then after that, when I was like 22, 23, I just spent those years kind of like, I don't know, like trying to find myself and trying to
discovering
love
yourself.
myself and like, who am I actually? Because I think before I met my first boyfriend, I was like, what, like 18? And then you're also trying to find yourself. And then I was like in a very like weird time, like 20 to 22, where I was like in a relationship. So I never had that time to like try to figure myself out. But I think because of that, I didn't have like a very strong sense of self in like my early 20s. And I think it was a good thing that I didn't have a boyfriend for a while and just like tried to figure myself out, like who I was actually. And yeah, that was like my early 20s experience. What about you?
I never had a relationship ever.
But you've had like situationships.
Oh, I did, yeah. A lot, actually. But yeah, it never turned into a relationship, so...
But is it because you never established that you were together, or because you don't like, it genuinely was not like a relationship?
The first one was because the guy was living super far, so it was like long distance problem. And the second one was because, yeah, we didn't establish what we wanted, and also I don't know what we were.
He was not ready or something?
It was like a communication problem slash he was too busy with his life. And also it was also long distance, but like it was in France. So
I mean, France is big, right? So like you can still be long distance,
yeah,
like if it's
yeah,
from
it's
one
true.
end to the other. Let's say you find your Prince Charming this year. Like, what would he look like? Not look like, but what would be his like ideal? I don't know, like features or personality traits, or like what would you want him to be like?
I don't know about like physical traits because
Prince Charming looking guy.
that's what
That's
she
Charlotte's
says.
type.
Apparently, I mean that's not wrong, but like I don't know. I would say like the personality is more like something that I'm looking for, and for me, I want someone who's like kind, um, generous, and smart, and funny. Funny is like a really
Fun is important.
yeah, it's really
You don't want to
important
be
for me.
bored. Like,
Yeah,
like it needs to make you laugh. Otherwise, it's like,
yeah,
what are you gonna
definitely.
joke about? I don't know. Yeah.
But yeah, someone who's kind,
Yeah.
basically.
That's definitely like on top of my list too. Like someone who's kind. Like someone who's like willing to give as much as I am, because I feel like it's probably like really common with women. But I feel like we're always willing to give so much to the relationship,
Yeah,
and then we don't always get the same level of love back.
I feel like
which kind of sucks.
we
but-
are too romantic sometimes.
Yeah.
Compared to men.
But maybe it's like a fantasy also that we have of like what a relationship should be based on like rom-coms and Disney
Oh,
and
yeah,
like all these
definitely.
movies. I think it's good to have high standards though, in a way. Like I don't think it can always be perfect, but I think like there's certain aspects of it that we shouldn't like let go of. Like, you know, you want to be courted, you want to get random flowers on some random day, you know, like
Oh,
it's
yes.
that's normal. Like
Yeah.
you want someone to remember the little things about you. You want to be taken out on dates. Like I don't think that's like too much to ask, you know.
Yeah.
And I think it's like good that you have like standards and like
Yeah.
don't lower them, or like, you know, it's better to like be alone for a while and then like meet the right person who can like meet you where you are than to lower the standards and then have someone who's
Of
not
course.
giving you like what you need.
I'm trying to find like the good guy, you know, like some of them like they just want something out of you, if you know what I mean.
For sure.
I am not into that, so yeah. It's like I'm picky, but it's for a good reason, I would say.
I think that's a good thing. I think having standards is like a good thing, because I feel like I've seen too many relationships where the girl is like settling for the guy just because, you know, she thinks she has like a specific timeline, or she's like too old or something, and then she just like, you know, settles with whoever, and it's like, do you even like him, you know?
Yeah.
It's like, do you?
Sometimes I feel like
You know what I mean?
some of them force themselves to be in a relationship because
Yeah.
everyone is in
Yeah.
a relationship, and it feels weird to not be in a relationship. And and I'm like, here, I'm weird because I'm not in one, you know. But
Yeah.
I don't give a fuck, you know.
Yeah, I mean, maybe I have like because I feel like if I'm gonna get engaged, like, so basically, if anyone wants to propose to me, okay, I want to have like someone who's camera ready, like, you know, like if someone proposes to me, like I want it to be like filmed and stuff.
Oh, wow.
Like I want like a guy, or like if the guy knows he's gonna propose to me, I want him to know me enough to know that I want pictures of this shit. You know what I mean? So like,
Guys, she's a content creator.
yeah, so he's gonna be like telling his sister or someone like, oh, like be here in this moment because we're gonna be here, and like go into the bush or something and like film.
Oh.
Like, you know, that's like, honestly, I feel like I would be sad if I didn't have my engagement like on video. But that's just me. Like, or like pictures or something of like the day or what we did or something.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I wouldn't mind if there's nothing. Like it's just me and him. And
I have like, there's like two of my friends who are, no, basically it's like three of my friends actually, because two of them are a couple now, but they were like from two different friendship groups. I have another girl who's like, she's married to a guy, and like the guys are friends. And so sometimes we all hang out together. But I'm always the person who's single. Like I'm always alone. So I'm like the fifth wheel, like, hey. And it's a little awkward sometimes. I don't know.
that can be awkward because
Especially when they ask you like, oh, so are you seeing someone? And I'm like, no, but it's okay. Like I'm fine being like, you know.
sometimes they infantilize you. Like they're like,
They're like, oh no, you're going to find someone.
and I'm like, the fuck? Like, what?
It's like, I'm fine.
Yeah, I'm fine. Like, I feel like the society push you to be in certain box. And by box, I mean relationships. But you're not, like, if you don't want to, you can stay single your whole life.
Yeah.
That's not what I want, but, you know. Like,
You can
if
also
wa-
get a
if-
dog. Or
yeah.
like, Get a cat or something. I'm just kidding. But I think like a lot of people project their own
Insecurities.
insecurities or worries about life, and they think that everyone else thinks like them. But
Yeah.
actually, like, no, I'm fine.
I've heard people saying to me, I don't know how you do it. Because, like, sometimes I go to the cafe or I go to concert on my own without anyone. And they're like, I don't know how you do it. How can you be, like, alone going there? And I'm like, well, I just do it. They're
Yeah.
like, oh, I'm so self-conscious. I couldn't do this. Well, that's a you problem. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like, you
it's
need
not
to work on
exactly.
that. If you're not comfortable enough to do stuff on your own and you need someone's validation, you know, like your partner for everything that you do in life,
Yeah.
this is kind of like weird.
I think it has to do with like some people don't have a very strong sense of self, or like they don't have this like love for themselves. I don't know, it sounds weird to
Yeah.
say, but like because I remember I used to feel like weird before too when if I went to like a restaurant by myself, or if I went traveling by myself. I remember traveling especially was really like, ooh, like when you go to like a hostel by yourself and you have to like talk to people. I remember I would feel very nervous and stressed about that because I was like, oh, I don't have like someone to fall back on. Like, you know, like if you
Yeah.
walk in somewhere and you're with friends and you feel awkward, you can be like, oh, but I'll be with my friend over here. Like, you know, like
Yeah,
you can
yeah.
like, I'm gonna hide in this corner.
Yeah.
But it's like if you're all by yourself, then it's like if I do something awkward now, then I'll just have myself to like lean on. But I think that also has made me at least like stronger enough to do that on my own, because now when I'm traveling by myself, I'm kind of like, I don't know, like more unapologetically myself
Yeah.
in a way, and it doesn't feel as scary anymore. You need to have like a trust in yourself, I think, to do things by yourselves, because I don't think it's everyone does it. Like I don't think everyone, I don't know, it's not for everyone to like
Go.
be single and do things by
Yeah.
yourself. But it's a
But-
good thing to cultivate. Like if you
Yeah,
can
yeah.
do it, you should try to do it. Like try to
But what's
work
gonna
on it.
happen, like, if they go, like, if they're don't have the confidence, they go and do stuff. Like, I feel like the people who are actually scared of being, like, mocked to be, you know, like, oh, she's, like, alone. But, like, don't give a fuck about what people think, you know?
Well,
like,
yeah.
just live your life,
Exactly.
honestly.
No, definitely. I think that was also another reason why I was scared to travel alone, because yeah, you know, I would like walk with these like big backpacks and like it's like heavy and you're sweating and stuff and you're like, oh, everybody's looking at me and they think I'm weird or I'm lost or something, you know. But actually, like when you stop caring about that, or like actually you realize nobody cares actually. Like
Yeah,
you
nobody
think people do,
cares.
but actually nobody's like, maybe they think about it for a minute. They're like, oh, look at that girl. And then it's like gone. Like they're not gonna remember you.
I'm pretty sure they'd be like, oh my gosh, look at her, she's traveling. That's
Exactly.
so cool.
That's so cool. I wish I could do the same. Like, oh, she's not with friends. Oh, that's even more
Yeah,
cool. Like,
she's like the coolest.
yeah.
And you're thinking, oh my gosh, like everyone is like thinking I'm stupid and stuff, but
Yeah, but a lot of it's just in our own heads, I think.
yeah.
And sometimes you can have so much fun on your own because you don't have like
For
any
sure.
expectation or like judgment from someone else, or like you don't need to follow anyone else's itinerary. So you can just be like, okay, I'm tired, I'm gonna go home, or like I want to go to this, I don't know, specific spot to take a picture or something, and then like you don't have to wait for anyone, or like I don't know, it's pretty cool to like have your own little schedule. I think I've spent most of my life being pretty single. Like I'm not single at the moment, but I feel like I've always been single, or like in between relationships somehow, or like situationships. But it's cool because it's like it meant that I had to learn how to be like live by myself and like do things alone. And I think we already touched upon this a little bit, but as like a fellow like person who's also been in between like situationships or like relationships, do you have any tips to anyone who's listening about like how to be comfortable being alone, or like actually not like, you know, like not waiting for someone until you like live your life or do things?
I would say for like a relationship to work, you kind of need to understand yourself first. And to do that, you're gonna have to be lonely for a while and be like, this is what I need in my life, you know, like to understand yourself basically. And so I think that, you know, even if you're alone, you're gonna learn from this. Like it's like a positive thing in a way. Yeah, I would say a tip for being comfortable being alone. That's gonna be very deep, but like when you're born, you're alone. You know what I mean? Or like if you have a twin, like you're with your twin. You know what I mean? But like
Yeah.
you pretty much like appear on this life alone, and you're gonna end it alone. Even though that's sad, you know, it's kind of like a normal thing. Like you're just here on your own. You kind of have to figure it out. I kind of feel like it's important to be like independent in a way, but not a lot of people think like me.
But also
So
something can happen. I mean, like, let's say you get married and all that stuff, and then like 10 years later, like they die or something. Like, I mean,
yeah,
that's very morbid, but like
yeah,
something
true.
could happen, and then what
Like,
then?
what are you
Or
gonna do?
if what, you know, when you're older, like let's say that person dies before you and you have like
Yeah,
another 10 years, like,
yeah,
and you're like 80, you know,
yeah. You kind
and
of
you've never been alone before, like I think that's gonna be way
that's
worse. Like,
it can be complicated. I understand that, but you kind of need to work on yourself to be comfortable. You know, even though that's hard for a lot of people. But yeah, my tip would be just go with the flow and like don't be scared of other people judging you or something if you do things on your own. Like it's okay.
yeah. I think like to build on what you were already saying, yeah, like you say, it's like really important to rely on yourself first, because like
Yeah.
anything can happen. If you have a strong like sense of self and you know what you like and you know what direction you're going in life, then you're not gonna depend so heavily on someone else, because like at the end of the day, like you say, like we are born like alone, and we're probably gonna die alone. And in between, like even if like we do find our perfect match or husband at the end, like of the long journey of being single, at least like you can still like enjoy those moments by yourself,
Yeah.
and like not like spend your whole life like waiting for someone
Yeah.
or like putting your life on hold, basically.
Yeah.
I think that's like that can be really
But
unhealthy to do.
maybe maybe we like thought about it like super like weirdly, like maybe you're not gonna die alone. You know what I mean? Like maybe maybe you're gonna be surrounded by people who loves you, but like
But like probably not, right? I mean, you're probably gonna die
but
in your
we
sleep or
don't know
something.
what's gonna happen. Yeah, I don't really know if I have a tip for that because like it's a complicated thing to talk about because like I said, there are a lot of people who are not willing to be alone. Like some people
Yeah.
gets into relationships
Because
even
they
though
don't want to
they
be alone.
don't want to, like they don't like the person, but they're just like, I'm scared to be alone. Like,
Yeah. They just pick anybody.
it's kind of like a thing like you need to fix on your own or like work with like a professional person to
Yeah.
work on how to build that confidence, not to depend on someone else.
So, in summary, get help, guys.
Yeah.
Just kidding.
No, but like really, like if you're struggling,
Yeah, yeah. Let's say you're going through a breakup right now or something, and you've never been alone before. It's gonna be scary in the beginning, but like you can learn to be alone. Like,
Yeah.
you know, you learn like how to like just be like physically like in a space by yourself, like alone, home alone, but also like alone surrounded by people, you know, like out in public or in a restaurant. And I don't know, it's like, yeah, it is a hard thing to talk about because it's so how do you love yourself enough to like go out and not care? I don't know, it's hard to explain, for
yeah,
sure.
it's hard to explain.
I think it's just something that you get used to, and then you find little things that bring you joy that are
Yeah.
not like connected to one person in specific. It could be like walking a dog or petting a dog or like going to the cinema to watch like a movie you really wanted to see, or
Yeah.
or traveling somewhere new that you always like, maybe you saw it in the movies and you're like, oh, I really want to go there, like me with New York and
Yeah.
and
same.
stuff like that, or you know, whatever, like even like a career goal, or like you want to inspire, you want to start a YouTube account, I don't know, who
Yeah.
knows, like all these things that maybe you wouldn't do like if you were never alone, because you would be so focused on other things. I don't know.
In conclusion,
Get help, guys.
be motivated to, you know, just live your life. Don't depend on someone. This is like very deep subject. Do you plan to do other like solo trips?
Depending on my job situation, I would love to do some backpacking in like Eastern Europe, because I've never actually explored that area before, like Albania, Slovenia, Slovakia, Bosnia. maybe like take it like the Euro train like through.
Interesting.
And then I would love to go to the US at some point. New York. New York. Okay. New York or maybe like Canada would be cool too.
Oh, yeah.
I feel like they have really nice, especially in the summer, like really nice like nature landscape and stuff like that. Alberta. Have you heard about Alberta?
I've heard about it, yeah.
Yeah, it's like really beautiful, like hike and what's it called, like with a lake and stuff. I have a dream of going to Hawaii, but it's like very far away and very expensive. So it might have to be next year, but we'll see. But those are the places that I would want to go. Oh, Japan as well, but that might also be like a next year trip because it's like expensive.
Korea.
Korea, of course. If I go to Japan, I feel like I need to do also Korea at the same time because they're so close to each other.
I'm saying this because like she used to be a fan of K-pop.
Maybe we should talk about that
too.
actually.
Yeah, we can talk about this. We used to be, because we're not anymore.
Which is also funny because we both liked it at the same time and stopped liking it at the same time as well.
It's not that I don't like it anymore. It's just like the whole industry is kind of like weird in some ways. And I did not feel comfortable like still supporting that. So I just stopped being a fan.
That's so interesting because I had the same experience where I learned more about the artists and what they go through. And then I was like, oh, maybe it's not a nice industry to support actually.
Yeah. So yeah, I just support the culture now because I feel like the culture
or
is
like the music itself maybe. Or like the people, but not like the people who run it.
yeah, basically. Yeah. I would want to visit Korea at some point.
Me too. So actually, what made you like K-pop in the beginning? Or like who did you like and like when did you start liking it?
I think I started liking it when I was in middle school. How? I don't remember. I think it was like people in our middle school that were so like fans of one band, and then they talked about it to my sister. My sister kind of started liking it, and I was like, oh, sounds interesting, and I'm gonna be a fan too. So like that's how it started basically.
What was the year? Do you remember?
I was probably 13, 12, 13.
Yeah, but I mean like what was the year like?
I don't remember.
Oh, okay. I see.
You have to count.
Yeah. No. 2011, I think.
Probably.
Or 2010, maybe.
Maybe.
That's when you were...
I think 2010 I was
14?
like posting videos about it. So that was like, even before that.
Oh, like the real OG.
Yeah, because I was like, I was covering songs and stuff.
She's an artist.
You too. Like
she's a singer.
That's also like something we have in common.
Oh yeah. Our sorted music past. Okay.
On YouTube.
Yeah, the first day that I met Charlotte, I was showing her my old Big Bang covers on YouTube. And I usually never show anyone this, but she's special, so
it was actually,
she understands me.
It was actually like pretty good.
It was back in the day when I had such a different style too, which was funny. Anyways.
Yeah, we've all been through this phase.
Yeah, I mean, not everybody, but like people
Most
from
of
our
us.
people who are like us.
Not Gen Z.
Not Gen Z. Actually, now Gen Z, like they all listen to K-pop though, so it's like
actually, yeah,
it's not the same anymore.
But the K-pop industry has changed. Like me, who listened to like second generation K-pop, like I feel like it became something different.
Wait, what's second generation K-pop?
Because there was like the first generation. It was like super old artists.
Like the 80s or something? 70s?
I don't... Probably 90s.
Oh, okay.
Or, yeah. And then there was like the stuff that we listened. And the stuff that we both listened are second generation.
I see. So like early 2000s?
Yeah.
Or something like that.
But,
interesting. Yeah.
And I don't know when the other generation started, because like I've stopped listening to it, but like yeah, it's another generation. And actually, like if you ask K-pop fans about like the group that we listen, the bands that we listen, they don't know them.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
That's so weird because they used to be really big.
Yeah. They were like literally like BTS, but like from our time. It feels like, like it feels like they never happened, which is weird because like they
It
were
is
so
very
big.
strange, yeah. Now that it's 2026, what did you achieve last year that you're proud of?
I achieved, I would say, like a lot of things. But one thing I'm proud of is me being able to run because I've begun to run in December 2024 and I've run for a year now. So I would say like running became a passion of mine. And I'm proud of myself because like I hated running back in the days, but when I say hated, I literally could not handle running. And now I enjoy it, which is wild to say that, and I'm happy because of that.
Oh,
Because it kind of gives me a sort of like boost as well. Like
it's all the endorphins.
it also helps you for your health. I would say like running became my proudest thing of like 2025.
That's really nice. Yeah, I like goals that are very like what's it called, like health related or like
Yeah.
fitness related,
Yeah.
because it's so measurable in a way,
Yeah.
and that's what's cool about it.
Like you can see how many kilometers you've run and stuff. And I
Like
think
now
that
versus then.
that's also something that like I enjoy. Like I'm a very, I don't know how to explain this, but like I'm very number focused somehow. And to see that I evolved, like for example, if we take like the numbers, for example, my speed from like when I began to like now, I'm just like super happy because like you can see the evolution literally by seeing the numbers.
That's so cool.
And yeah,
I wish I was a runner too sometimes, but like I really don't like it.
I was like her.
And I've tried it so many times, but like I have bad knees now, so like I think but it's okay. I do other fitness things.
But yeah, I became a better version of myself
Aw.
because of sports. And I think that's like the best thing of 2025. Because I don't think that this year was like one of the best of my life, to be honest. Like it's probably one of the shittiest, to be totally honest with you. But running kind of helped me in a way because I don't know, when you run, it's just like you clear your mind a lot, and I needed like to clear my mind a lot of the times this year. So this kind of helped me as well to be able to do that
Yeah.
and to feel well in my body afterwards. Like it was like kind of like double win.
Yeah. Do you have any tips for people who want to start running but they don't like it, or like they struggle with it?
I would say don't run fast at the beginning because like I don't know why beginners, like we all want to go super fast. I would say like go at your pace and just like run what you can run. Like don't say like right away I'm gonna run for like 5K because that's what everyone does, like we're just like focused on, like there are different distances that you can do when you run. Like in the competition there's like 5, 10, semi and marathon. And a lot of beginners are like, okay, so I'm gonna like start at 5. But when you begin, like 5 is like a lot. So just
Yeah.
like do,
I can barely do
I
3.
don't know, like for example, 1, and then from 1 you go like to 2, and then from 2 to 3, and etc. etc.
Like gradual.
Gradually,
Yeah.
and that way you won't hurt yourself. Don't rush and go at your pace. That's my tip. I couldn't even run 1 kilometer. So like if you're not able to do 1, just like do like what you're able to do and just like build on that. Like for example, do, I don't know, like 400-meter, and then try to go
A
like
sprint.
yeah, try to go like
Just run to the bus. See
Yeah.
what happens.
if you do this quite often, you'll see like that you kind of like evolve like super quickly. Yeah, I think that's how I did it.
cool.
And but don't
really
rush. What did you achieve this year that you're proud of?
So similarly as you, I feel like I stayed consistent with my workouts this year, and yeah, I went like 3 or 4 times every week to the gym, and I think like at least minimum 3. I went like every single week. And something measurable for me is like my pull-ups, because like year of 2024 I wasn't able to do even one. So then I could do one eventually, and then I think like at the beginning of 2025 I could do maybe 5 or something. And then wait, did I say 2025? Yeah. And then now I can do 9. So it's like, it sounds like it's like slow progress, but it's actually like a pull-up is actually really hard to do.
Guys, I've tried it. It's hard. Like we went to
We
the
had a
gym
gym
together.
session. Yeah.
Oh my gosh, it's hard.
It
Like,
is really hard because you're lifting your whole entire body weight.
Yeah.
Especially if you're like an adult, I think it's like it's just hard.
Yeah.
If you're a kid, it might be easy. But so yeah, like that's one thing that I'm proud of. I feel like I'm stronger. I feel like I don't know. It's like I like calisthenics. I'm very new at it. Like I've only done it like 1.5 year. And by the way, calisthenics is just like lifting your own body weight in like different cool like gymnastics positions. So yeah, I think that's like one of the things that I'm most proud of this year when it comes to fitness.
What about like other?
When it comes to like other things, so also like you, I didn't have like the best year when it comes to like career or like other things like life things. But I think, what did I achieve this year? I forgot.
A
like
lot.
thinking about my cake. Oh, I mean, I stayed consistent on social media too, even though it was like a very uphill battle. I finally like, what was it, like I broke through the 1,000 followers on TikTok. Now I have now I have a little bit more. Like I feel like that was something that was really difficult for me for some reason. A lot of people say like it's much easier to grow on TikTok than on Instagram, but actually I don't think it matters. Like I think both are hard. Like any platform is hard to grow on. Like, and it really does depend on like how viral you go and like the algorithm and like how often you post. Like there's just so many variables. But yeah, I was able to finally like grow a little bit on TikTok, which I'm really happy about. Oh, I mean, I traveled to 5 new countries, which I think is like really cool considering, because I had no real travel plans in the beginning of the year, except like one trip I was gonna do with my mom, and then I just kind of like went for it. So
Yeah.
so
I agree with you.
that was good.
Like you kind of like discover yourself as well when you travel,
Yeah.
especially when you do it on your own.
Mm.
And yeah, I think we probably did grow out of this trips.
For sure. I mean, so I went to Nicaragua this summer and I did like a volunteering thing for 3 weeks where I volunteered at like a hostel in the bar. And actually one thing I'm really proud of, because I have social anxiety, so sometimes like social events and stuff are like hard for me, or like just occasions where I need to speak in front of a lot of people, or like where like there's a lot of eyes on me. But actually on my last week in the hostel that I was volunteering at, there was one person who was absent or something, so I had to host a pub crawl like on my own. You know what a pub crawl is?
No.
Oh, it's like a pub crawl is like
Sorry, my
when
voice.
you lead a group of people who have like paid to do a pub crawl from like one bar to another, and you're the person who's like, or I mean, if you're hosting it, you're the person who's like making sure that everyone's like gathered, and you're like, oh, let's
and
go
you
to
go
the
to
other
different
place. Yeah, so you go to one, you go,
okay.
it's basically like bar hopping. So like you go
Okay.
to one bar and then another, and then you have like a set of time, like so it's like
Gosh.
45 minutes here, 45 minutes here, and
so
then
you-
everybody
oh
gets
my
like
gosh.
a shot in every place. It's like a lot of like social, like it's very social
I
and
couldn't
very
do this.
extroverted activity.
No, but like if it's like in a different place than a bar, I think I would do this. But like doing this with drunk people, this is wild.
For some reason that day I felt really confident. I don't know if it's because I'd been at the hostel for a while and like I knew like the staff and stuff, but I was like, okay everyone, like I was just like standing on an elevation and I was like, hey, like I wish someone filmed this actually, but like, and I was like, oh, we're gonna go to this bar, it's called blah blah blah, and like I kind of knew, I don't know if that's why, like I'd already been to the pub crawl like 3 times already. So I knew like what I was going to say and like everything. But I felt really proud of myself because like that's something that really scares me. Like those kind of things, like where you talk in front of a lot of people and like all eyes are on you and like people rely on you. And like if someone gets lost, you have to like go find them and stuff. So but it's actually, yeah, it's something I'm really proud of when it comes to like facing my fears and stuff like that.
So I would say like this is probably one of your achievement. Like
yeah, I
you-
would say so. But also
Nice.
volunteering. But I got to know so many people doing that, and like I don't know, it's like you really get to feel what it's like to like live in a place. Like it's not just like you're traveling. It's like you actually live there, and like you get to know locals and the culture. It was really cool.
That's nice.
Yeah.
How long did you stay there?
I was there for 3 weeks. I don't know.
Well, I worked this
Self-love.
year. I would say one of the biggest thing I'm proud of is I stand up for myself
Mm,
because I
nice.
work in a field where it's like male dominated, and sometimes people who are much older than you but don't have the same experience as you see you as like the new young girl who doesn't have any experience and stuff, and they
Mm.
like act so mean towards you, like they just think you're like
Like
an
underestimate you.
yeah, basically.
Mm.
And I'm like, sorry, but I'm here for a reason. Like,
Mm.
literally, they called me back to go work in this specific
What?
champagne house. So, like, my boss and like other colleagues of mine know that I'm here for a reason, that I'm capable of doing this. And I had a sort of like argument with someone I was working with. He don't have experience, and when I tried to like give him some tips on how to do things for us to not be in a sort of like unsafe position, because like for like when you do winemaking it can be dangerous sometimes. He would take my tips like super badly, and he would
Mm-hmm.
be kind of like he's a man so he knows better than women, and he
Mm-hmm.
kind of like was kind of like sexist in a way, but I was like, no, this is not gonna work with me. Like, it's not because
Mm.
I'm young that I cannot not have my own opinion or not share my tips and stuff. And especially the fact that like he doesn't have experience and I do, I
Mm.
think that made him insecure in a way. And yeah, I kind of went to see like my boss and I told her there's an issue here that we need to fix, because like I'm not working with someone who's like value ooh undervalue
Undervaluing.
me.
Yeah.
um and so yeah, I just stand up for myself, and I think it's a really important thing to be proud of, because like this can happen in any field. Like,
Yeah. Definitely.
it's not because like he's a guy that he's supposed to be always right, you know what I mean? Like,
Mm. Mm-hmm.
and it's not because you're a woman that you cannot say what you think and stuff. Like,
Yeah.
we're not in the late middle ages or
800s.
something. Like, we're in
Middle
2025,
ages.
and so I mean,
Yeah, I mean, I feel like that's such a common thing where even as women, we like undervalue our own capabilities and our own, what's it called? Competence.
yeah. Like,
So,
if I was like self-conscious
mm,
and he would say that to me, I'd be
you'd be
like, oh
like,
my gosh, he's
oh,
so right. Like,
yeah, like, I don't know anything.
but I'm not like this. Like, I'm confident in what I do because I
That's
know
good.
I'm able to do it. Like, I've
Yeah,
done it multiple times, multiple
that's good.
years.
Yeah, that's good. Mm.
So, like, I know, like, that I am capable of doing
Yeah,
things at work, especially. So, for
I'm
him to
proud of
say,
you.
like, you're not able to do this because you're young, and I'm like,
Yeah,
age doesn't mean
that's like
anything.
projecting, isn't
Yeah.
it? Like, yeah, that's so shitty.
Yeah.
I hate that. Yeah, like you said, if you did have like less experience or something, I mean, it doesn't mean you can't do it. But like maybe you would have second guessed yourself and been like, oh, actually, maybe
Yeah.
he's right. Like, and then you like start to doubt yourself, and then you like lower your self confidence,
Yeah,
and
yeah,
it's
yeah.
just like shitty. Yeah,
But yeah, it's very important to not be scared to
stand
stand
up for
up for
yourself for sure.
yourself,
That's good.
especially in the work environment,
Yeah,
because otherwise you'll get like eaten by
yeah.
those men.
Those
And
men.
sometimes like there are some people like him, and you need to
Mm.
stand up for
Yeah,
yourself.
that's like I feel like that's a good life lesson. Know your worth. What are you proud of this year? Leave a comment down below and let us know. Happy 2026
Happy
and
New
cheers
Year,
to us.
girl.
Happy New Year.
See you maybe
In the next one, maybe in France.
like if you have other questions, or if you want to, react on what we said because you're not sharing the same opinion or something.
Let us know. Just comment down below.
Yeah,
Let's
just
have a
comment.
discussion.
Maybe in the next episode we'll be in France
Mm-hmm.
because she may be visiting.
Anyways,
Manifesting is good.
thank you guys.
Bye.
Bye.